far, so good this morning. I don't seem to have slipped back into the GRU remote mind control programming. I don't seem to have slipped back into a Russian psychosis. So, I've been awake for 4.5 hours or so, and I haven't slipped back into it, though I keep getting auditory hallucinations saying things like "you are the pride of the GRU" and stuff like this, which is very interesting. This is Russian mind control technology mixed with Russian parapsychological neuroscientists attempting to coordinate control of my brain. Indeed, I believe the Chinese intelligence services are finding it incredibly funny that the Russian intelligence services tried to mind control an English mental patient. Indeed, it seems that Chinese intelligence now believe that Russian intelligence are very stupid for putting so much effort and time into trying to mind control remotely a an English lunatic, and the English lunatic kept breaking out of the programming. And basically, a lot of the time, I was actually exposing GRU and KGB networks over the years, even while I was under mind control from the Russian intelligence services, which is really quite interesting indeed. I believe that much of the Russian intelligence services is heavily connected to the Donmec cult, also, who I've dealt with many times. Indeed, all of these networks are interlinking. And it's interesting that Chinese intelligence are now laughing at Russian intelligence because Russian intelligence have basically made a mockery of themselves in regards to this attempt to remotely mind control program an English lunatic. I'm actually finding it all rather funny, though it really was quite distressing because for much of the time I believed I was some ethnic Russian secret agent, which was very strange indeed. I'm not entirely sure what I think about this. Indeed, I've been thinking Russian women may look pretty, but I believe they have a rather rather savage quality to them. Indeed, I believe most of them enjoy being dominatrixes. So I'd find that all rather scary indeed. It's interesting to see where I'm going with this video diary. Indeed, there have been many twists and turns, and many contradictory opinions have been expressed on this YouTube channel. But this is an exploration indeed. This is not only an exploration into deep global psychopolitics and parapolitics, this is an exploration into my mental state. And within my mental state, there is a level of possession going on. It's interesting that it's not your stereotypical demonic possession. It is possession by Russian neuroscientists and parapsychologists attempting to coordinate my activities. And I'm not entirely sure why, indeed. I am reliably informed by a frequency that the Russian intelligence services would now like me to kill myself. However, I am not going to give them satisfaction. I am not going to kill myself. Indeed. It makes me think that I'm getting very confused about who is using this psychotronic beaming mind control technology on me. I do not know whether it is the British intelligence services or the Russian intelligence services. So, indeed, it could be both. Indeed, both have reason to wish to destroy me. But it's all very interesting considering the Federal Security Service of the Russian Federation designated me a threat in July 2020, around about the same time that the beaming started. Though there could have been several other reasons for the beaming, such as my exposures of the Vulture Police Syndicate. So I do not know exactly what is going on. Indeed, I am now very distrustful of my previous opinions of Russian culture. Indeed, I am distrustful of my own judgments regarding this, and I'm in a bit of a strange situation because I not only severely dislike the Russian government and the Russian intelligence services. I also very much dislike the Western government and the Western intelligence services. So I am now basically a man with no loyalty and no ties, stuck in the English countryside, with a hostile population, many of whom want to murder me because of my exposures of devices. And I'm kind of stuck here with the GRU attempting to gain control of my soul via mechanisms of remote brain hacking. And I'm being psychotronically beamed at by perpetrators that I'm yet to fully determine. So I'm honestly not entirely sure what to do. I don't know what it was that I said in the particular video that caused the beaming to begin. So it's all rather confusing, and as a madman, it's even more confusing. It intrigues me that Chinese intelligence are laughing at the Russian intelligence services for attempting to mind control a madman from a remote location. Indeed, it reeks of desperation on the behalf of the GRU, the Russian Military Intelligence Services. Indeed, many of their operations over the years recently have really been quite bungled. During the Cold War, the Russian intelligence services were known for quite slick operations. However, the current state of the Russian intelligence services, it seems to be rather quite shabby. Indeed, it really does reek of sincere desperation for the Russian intelligence services to attempt to brain hack and remotely control a madman in the English countryside. And I do not know what purpose this serves. Indeed, now they want me to commit suicide, but I apologize to the GRU. I am not going to commit suicide at all. Indeed, I am now going to talk about you for the rest of my life, because you've caused me rather a lot of discomfort. Indeed, so I'm caught between two evils: Russian intelligence services and Western intelligence services. Indeed, networks of Masonic lodges wish to bring me down and silence me, and the Russian intelligence services also wish to bring me down and silence me. So I'm now thinking, I have no friends. My only friends in this world are a network of mad people. But I don't really mind that, but it's annoying for me because I don't really feel much loyalty towards the British population because of the way they have treated me. But I would like to feel loyalty towards certain people in Wiltshire. However, the continued hostility simply for my exposures of devices is causing problems. Indeed, there are all these sort of traitor accusations, etc., but I haven't actually betrayed anyone. So I don't know how that can really suffice as a reason for hostility. Indeed, I'm a previously comatose mental patient. I don't have the capacity to betray a nation. Indeed, it is all a rather strange state of affairs, but it does seem that the GRU have hacked my brain, and they're trying to rehack my brain now, indeed implanting voices in my head such as "you are the pride of the GRU," hoping that I'd start thinking I was a Russian agent again, that I'd completed a successful mission for the GRU. This is not the case. I have not been on a mission for the GRU. I have been mind controlled by the GRU. I'm a madman who has been mind controlled by Russian military intelligence for a purpose that I cannot work out. So I really, really do hate it when I slip into this Russian psychosis. It causes me severe problems. And I spent several months in it before, and is a really dangerous state of mind for me to be in. It is actually an alter personality. I'm beginning to think I am fully dissociative, because there have been several instances where I've dissociated over the years in rather interesting circumstances, absolute dissociation, which means that basically I am a Manchurian candidate for former communist powers. It's very interesting. I wonder what they want me to do. This is the thing. I wonder what the whole purpose of the mind control programming was. I wonder what exactly it is that they want to achieve. What do they want me to do? And it's interesting because with mental patients, the mental mind control programming doesn't always fully take. With a sane test subject, the mind control can take fuller, but schizophrenics, due to their connections with cosmic intelligence, etc., begin to feel hunches that something is not right. So the mind control programming isn't fully working most of the time with paranoid schizophrenics, and they're figuring out things, and their alters all begin to collide. So it's a pretty serious situation indeed. The GRU's Russian military intelligence services, and indeed most of the Russian military intelligence structure and the Russian intelligence structure as a whole, all interconnects with the Deutsche Verteidigungsdienst to have some sort of grand scheme regarding the Anglo populations. And these networks all link up to the Donmek cult, who seem to be very operative for some very shady operations in regards to especially Russian-linked operations. So it's all a very interesting situation. Anyway, the beams are starting to get to me, so I'm going to leave it there for now. But I will try and make another video later, depending on how much the beaming affects me. Indeed, I'm worried that in my next video I will be in a Russian psychosis again. So it's really very annoying. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there.